Morgan, pretty crucial stretch coming up with you guys having 3 of 5 on the road. I mean, where's the team's mindset right now as you get ready to close out the regular season?
Just one game at a time right now, so just focusing on Sunday and Thursday after that. So one game at a time, basically.
Morgan, one of your first, I guess, big moments in college was hitting that game-winning shot at Ole Miss. Just kind of go back to that game and kind of what that meant to you and what were your thoughts on that?
It was my freshman year, so I mean, hitting a shot like that, people remind me every time we play them. And well, you remember you did that freshman year, and I was like, yeah. I mean, it's a different year, so I want to win the next one. So can't repeat itself right now. Just go out there and win. I don't want to be a close game. I want to beat them by 20.
Was that kind of your first experience with the rivalry where you kind of realized how big a deal it was in the state?
Yeah, each year I see how big of a deal it is. I mean, all the Mississippi State fans, they come to Oxford and they just like, Morgan, just go out there and demolish them. So, I mean, it's a really big deal.
Coach Schaefer has always said that he's very much a perfectionist. How much do you guys feed off of that?
I mean, he's our leader. So, I mean, we follow him. And when things are going the right way, I mean, you guys see how he acts timeout. He gets us straight, so he straightens us up.
There have been some times as of late where you guys have a big lead and then you have a couple empty possessions and he's just losing it on the sidelines. Is there ever any let up with him when it comes to that sort of thing?
No, no, because he's like later on in the season, possessions gonna. I mean, it's gonna hurt us when we play better teams. So possessions matter. So he wants us to get used to it now.
Or can you talk about Jazz's progression the last couple of years as you've seen her grow, and how good is it to know she's got your back when you need to come out for a breather or you get in foul trouble or something?
It's great. I mean, I know I get in foul trouble, and I know she can come replace me and just do just as good. So I can go out there and play hard as I can, and know I can get a sub, and she'll do a good job.
When Ole Miss came to the hump, you guys had a little trouble putting them away. It seemed like that they just wouldn't quit on you.
Mm-hmm.
How is this team maybe a little bit different than the Ole Miss teams you played the last couple of years?
They never stop fighting. I think that coach boosted their head up each time they play us. So, I mean, we can't let them know that they can play with us. So, I mean, we got to punch and we got to keep playing. I feel like when we was at home, we got to a big lead and then we just relaxed and they came back. So, we need to close out games.
Well, I was proud of our kids last night. I thought they played really well and came out of the gate really hard and focused. Again, Vanderbilt's been in every game they've been in, and to come out and play as well as we did, I was really pleased. Obviously, you're going into a game Sunday. It's it's a game that means a lot to a lot of people. For us, it's the next one on the schedule, and we've tried to, and I think we've done a really good job of staying focused on the next task at hand, and the next one is Mississippi over there. So we'll have, I'm sure we'll have a couple of good days of practice. You don't typically have to get anybody's attention for this one, and again, our goals, what we have in front of us, it's the next one. It's on the road. It's a Southeastern Conference game. We realize the challenge that it presents, and we've got to be ready to go over there and play well.
What do you remember about that game, Morgan's freshman year, when she hit that jumper to win it, and she talked about from then on she kind of realized what this rivalry was like. What do you remember from that game, and how do you feel like it kind of changed some of the players' thoughts on it?
Well, I think we got up early, and then maybe we were down at half, if I remember right, and then came back in the second half, and I think it was back and forth pretty much the whole way, and we found a way to get one stop, and obviously she came down. It was a tie ball game, and I think 12 seconds. Some coaches are going to call timeout there. If you got playmakers, you got to let your kids make a play, and I passed on the timeout, and my playmaker made a play, and and again, I think that night it was on. I think it was on the SEC network. We've had a lot of fans go with us the last few years, and so it was was a big win for us. Again, just in this particular ball game, you know, energy's high at an all-time high, and emotions are pretty good. And you know, I think you got kids on both teams that are really talented and play really hard. So, you know, it is a game that means a lot to a lot of people.
You talked about before there were people that have traveled there that haven't done it in years. Have you been able to convince people to do that?
You know, I just think it's our kids. I think it's the confidence that our fans have in our kids, and again, you know, when we've traveled this year to a lot of places, Alabama, UALR, you know, we've had a really good following, and heck, even in Knoxville, Tennessee, we had a pretty good group back there behind us. So I just think it's part of building the program. You know, when you talk about building the program, part of it's your fan base, part of it's how you travel. And, you know, I think the last 2 years at the SEC tournament, we've traveled as well, if not better than everybody, except maybe one team. And last year it was South Carolina. You know, in Little Rock, I thought we had as many people there as anybody had there. So I'm proud of our fans. I'm proud that they believe in our kids and have confidence in our kids and want to be there to support them. And again, that's what being at this level is all about, in building that program, building your program and your fan base.
Coach, is there ever a moment in a game where you're not coaching them, and you ever just reach a comfortable spot where you maybe ease up a little bit? Because I haven't seen it.
Yeah, there's not for me. I'm not saying that's the right way. That's the only way I know to really keep an edge with these kids. Again, we're chasing something pretty big, but you can't get caught ahead of yourself 1 day, 2 days, 2 games. You've got to stay in the moment. I've said this so many times that success is fleeting. The process, you've got to embrace the grind and embrace the process. So you're right. It's hard for me to not coach every possession of every game, no matter what the score, because I am coaching for perfection. Will we attain it? No, but I want to get as close to it as we can. And so, and I think my girls know that about me. They understand it. They don't fight me on it. They realize it, and they've learned to embrace that. Probably wasn't easy when you first get around me, but they understand. For instance, if you're supposed to beat somebody 60 in a non-conference game, then we need to beat them 60. We don't need to slop it up and beat them 30, you know. And so I just think that our kids have come to understand that about me. And again, it's about becoming the best you can be and not settling for anything less.
In that first game against Ole Miss, they were able to kind of limit your bigs inside. Do you expect them to kind of do that again? What do you expect to see from that aspect?
Well, they certainly had some success doing that, and you know, I think our bigs have to accept the challenge of dealing with that a little bit. You know, people are taking away our inside game right now. They're doubling us down there, and what I'm really pleased with is I'm pleased with how hard we're trying to rebound and get second chance points with those kids. And then I'm also pleased with our ability to pass out of the double teams and make good decisions and make good reads. And obviously we've got some kids that can shoot the ball. So I'm really, really pleased. It's something we work on every day, where we're trying to teach those kids, hey, you know, when you're double teamed, there's somebody wide open, we need to find them. And at 6'7", 6'5", you got as good a chance as anybody to find those kids.
Does that kind of go back to what you were saying last night, that if somebody limits one way, you've got other ways that you can score? No
doubt. I just think we're multi-dimensional offensively. We have a lot of weapons. We can beat you in a lot of ways, and I think right now we're showing that when people do take away certain things, we've got other kids stepping up.
In the first game against Ole Miss, you guys took it out to 20 a couple times, but never really run away with it. How are they a little bit different team this year compared to last?
Well, I think they're better, obviously. I think they're more talented. They've got some really good guard play. And I think their bigs are really, really effective. I think they play really hard. they have great foot quickness with their bigs, and so you know, they're doing a good job with those kids, and again, those kids are talented. They play hard. They've been together now for you know, some have been together 3 and 4 years, and so you know, they're a better basketball team, and so you know, for us, you know, again, the next one up, we've got to prepare for them and how they play and what they try to do to beat you. And you know, my staff does a great job in getting us ready in the 2 days with a scout team and preparing us to get through things that we know how people are going to try to hurt us.
Going back to the idea of striving for perfection, although it's not attainable, when you have so many different personalities though on a team, what's your approach to sort of, I guess, keeping you, but realizing that maybe not everybody's going to respond the same to that?
Well, you're right. I mean, you know, not everybody responds the same, and I think that's the challenge as a coach is you've got to know that the button on this one isn't the same button as the one over here. You got to punch a different one, and that's the challenge in coaching. But I think that's what make good coaches is they understand that different people respond to different things different ways, and so you know, I think that's the challenge that we have every day, and a challenge for me, and I've learned that over the years. I didn't used to be that way, and you've got to adapt and you've got to change, and because kids are different, and hey, that's a good thing, and so I think our kids though have learned through the course of time to understand me. It's not personal. In fact, it's how much I care about them, that I do want them to be perfect, that I do want them to try to play that perfect game. Again, probably not going to happen, but the fact that we care enough about them that we want them to try to be perfect. We want them when they leave here to be that perfect citizen, that perfect businesswoman in the community that does a great job and represents not only Mississippi State, but their family. And so it all goes hand in hand, but I give our kids a lot of credit because they have come to learn and understand that about me.
For some of the in-state girls on the team, like Jazz and some of the others, do they talk about the rivalry very much as the girls are not?
You know, we don't talk about it a lot. I just think for them, they understand the importance of it. You know, again, I think with this team right now, we're all about the moment, and we're all about getting ready for the next one. And so for us, there's a real big picture, but you got to take it snapshot by snapshot, and the next snapshot for us is Sunday in Oxford against Mississippi. So we've done a good job of staying in the moment, staying focused, and so that's I think that again, it's a credit to our kids, it's a credit to our staff that keeps them in that moment.